Lesson 48, there is nothing to fear. This is the Qigong support for A Course in Miracles students. I'm Judith and you're at the Lucid Mind Center. This lesson is going to be a wonderful lesson to actually apply in a Qigong class because we only have to repeat this lesson during our Qigong flow. So how it works is like this. First, I'm going to read the lesson. Then we're going to contemplate what this lesson actually means. And after that, we're going to apply it. And all this we're going to incorporate into a Qigong class. Before we start, please subscribe to my channel so you get the notifications when the new videos come up. And at the end, tell me how it went for you, how long you've been with the Course in Miracles, and where you are watching from. Let's begin. Lesson 48. There is nothing to fear. The idea for today simply states a fact. It is not a fact to those who believe in illusions, but illusions are not facts. In truth, there is nothing to fear. It is very easy to recognize this, but it is very difficult to recognize for those who want illusions to be true. Today's practice period will be very short, very simple, and very frequent. Merrily repeat the idea as often as possible. You can use it with your eyes open at any time and in any situation. It is strongly recommended, however, that you take a minute or so whenever possible to close your eyes and repeat the idea slowly to yourself several times. It is particularly important that you use the idea immediately should anything disturb your peace of mind. The presence of fear is a sure sign that you are trusting in your own strength. The awareness that there is nothing to fear shows that somewhere in your mind, not necessarily in a place which you recognize as yet, you have remembered God and let His strength take the place of yours. The instant you are willing to do this, there is indeed nothing to fear. I remember that lesson well when I first time came across it, and this was a mantra for me. There is nothing to fear. Also understanding in the text that the negative emotions I have quite often, which are, for example, anger, which are blame, which are feeling guilty, which by assigning guilt to other, not willing to forgive, that was all based in fear. And then I used to say, there is nothing to fear. And I used to walk through my day all the time with all kind of negative emotion rising, being triggered by people, being triggered by me, maybe making a mistake, then feeling extremely guilty. Then I would say to myself, but there is nothing to fear. Just remember that you are not the one and all. You are just part of a bigger power there. And once you allow yourself to connect to this bigger power, you are guided by this strength. So there is really nothing to fear. And the way I like to look at it is, if you imagine God is the ocean and us, we are each a droplet, which are out in the world somewhere. So as we are returning back to the ocean, we are coming through different landscapes. We are sometimes a droplet of that water, and sometimes we are a substance of a body. But eventually we will return back into the ocean. And it's that remembrance that we belong to the ocean which gives us this strength and reminds us why we are actually here. In my mind, we are here because we need to light up the world. And the world we can only light up if we find the light within ourselves, if we find the fearlessness in ourselves, if we find the source and the strength, the love, which we can experience it. It's not something you can mentally comprehend. It's not something which you can rationalize. It is an experience. It's like loving somebody. It is not something you can explain to anybody. You can only compare it. So if there is two mothers, for example, meeting and they're talking about their love towards their child, they know what they're talking about is because they're both experiencing their love to their own children. And they know, this is what the mother is talking about. But if you meet a woman who hasn't had their own children, to explain to her that the love she will feel for her child in the future is not the same as the love she's feeling for her husband, it will be difficult for her to comprehend. So what the Course is teaching us, you have to allow yourself to experience the strength of God. You have to allow yourself to experience the strength of love. You have to allow yourself to experience that the light is within you. And we're going to try to apply all these facts, that there is nothing to fear because we are in God really all the time. We want to experience that, and then it's much easier to live it. Let's try this in our Qigong lesson today. First thing, you put your feet shoulder width apart, you lower your coccyx bone, you relax, you sink into the pose. You imagine that you're growing roots into the earth. You're sinking your awareness into your lower dantian, the center of your body. And it's connected to all the meridians, which are the channel according to Qigong, which are spreading into every part of your body, bringing the life force energy to that particular place. If you are the first time with me doing Qigong, I suggest you watch the videos how Qigong can help you. The link is down below in the description. So put a smile on your face, sink your awareness into your belly, and our breath is going to help us with this. So let us inhale through the nose, close your eyes, and now focus on your central channel, exhaling down towards your heart, and now further down into your belly, and if you want, further down into the earth. Very good. Open up your eyes again. Inhale, collect the air chi which is around you, collect the energy which is around you. Inhale through the nose, and now exhale it through the mouth. Sink your shoulders, relax the whole body. Remember to lower the coccyx bone, making your back more flat. Very good. And again, inhale and exhale. Notice how you feel. Put a number from 0 to 10, 0 being the worst, 10 being the best. How are you feeling right now? And we're going to compare how you're going to feel at the end of this Qigong class. And then start warming up the body by turning around this central channel, around this pillar of light, which is coming in through the crown and coming out of your perineum and anchoring itself in the earth. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth, and just say shh. And each time visualizing how some blockages, some tensions which are accumulated in your body, but also some ideas which are not helping you, how you're letting them go. You can let them go through your breath. You can let them go through the roots. You can let them go through your skin. You can even let them go through your eyes. That's why I'm saying when we are in the purifying phase of when we're doing Qigong, try to keep your eyes open, and you can look down on the floor while you're doing it. If you really would like to close your eyes, look down on the floor right in front of you. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And then just repeat already now, there is nothing to fear. And then slow down, observe your body. How is it doing? Notice the tingling sensation in your hands. Notice the tingling sensation in your belly and also in your back. According to Qigong, fear attaches itself to the kidney. And the virtue of the kidneys is inner peace. So when fear is raging, when fear is big, which then can express itself through anger in the kidney, or through worry in the spleen, or through sadness in the lung, or hate in the heart, then you have got no access to your inner peace. You have no access to your love. You have got no access to your kindness, gratitude, generosity, trust. So fear needs to be undone. Fear needs to be let go. But you can bless your fear. You can bless it and let it go into the earth. So fear is related to the water element. It's also related to the season of winter. And if you're doing this with me right now, during the beginning of the year, so then is the absolutely greatest time to purge fear, to let it go. And for that, we need the power of the lungs, because the lungs, they are getting fresh chi in through the breath from outside. Then they're bringing it down, and then the kidneys, they get the oxygen from the lungs. So we also want to purify the lungs today. So then we're also going to activate the lungs. So we're going to do the same thing as we just did before, but this time we're going to we're going to knock on the lungs and the kidneys. So you're knocking on the kidneys in the back, on the lungs in the front, and you just inhale and exhale through the mouth, the same as before. So inhale, exhale, and let's do it 3 times. Very good. So you're knocking on the kidneys. Notice how you feel there. And this time we're going to tonify those 2 organs. So we're going to inhale and exhale through the nose. Let's try that. And notice now how the energy is different when you're inhaling and exhaling through the nose. It almost feels like there is a build-up of energy because we are tonifying the chi. Very good. And now we're just going to shake out. And we're going to say, there is nothing to fear. And then shake out to one side. And to the other side. Notice how you feel. Put your hands on your kidneys. And connect to your kidneys. Notice how you're feeling. Try to inhale into your kidneys. So when you're inhaling, lower your coccyx bone even further. Really make your belly big and try to massage the kidneys from the inside. And exhale. And let's try that again. Inhale. And exhale. I'm exaggerating the breath. You don't have to do it that hard. I'm just doing it so you can hear me. So you do it now silently. And exhale. Now do 3 more and then say each side, each time, there is nothing to fear. And then exhale and say, there is nothing to fear. Now think it as you are inhaling. Say, think to yourself, there is nothing to fear, and inhale. And then exhale and say, there is nothing to fear. And do it again. Inhale and think it. And then exhale and say, there is nothing to fear. Very good. Then put your hands onto your waist, and then turn one foot to the side, make it bigger, and imagine that your feet are kind of standing in an L shape. And then you bend down to one side, bend down, and feel the stretch on the back leg. Then you lift yourself up again, turn your foot 45 degrees, and now the back leg is bending down, and you are stretching this leg. Exhale, and feel the nice stretch on the inside. Then lift up again, and exhale. Then inhale, turn both feet forward, and exhale. Notice how you feel. Very good. We are stretching the leg meridians. It's connected to the spleen and the liver. Inhale and exhale. In. Turn your leg 45 degrees now. And now exhale. Inhale. Turn it again 90 degrees. Exhale. Inhale. Turn your feet towards the center and exhale. Lower the coccyx bone. Observe what is happening in your feet. You don't have to go as low as I am doing that. You go as low as it feels comfortable to you. Let's do it one more time. Inhale. Turn and then exhale. Now this back leg is straight. Now inhale. Turn this leg 45 degrees. And now you're bending the back leg and you're stretching down to this side of the leg, exhaling down. Now inhale and exhale. We are strengthening the legs. We need strong legs to go well through this world. So we're exhaling and now inhale again, turn around and exhale. In, 45 degrees, exhale down. In, turn around and exhale. Inhale to the center and exhale. Now this time we're going to lift up our arms as well, which are going to help us feel the power in our body. So we turn again the leg to one side. Now inhale and exhale. Now we're in warrior 2 pose. Exhale. In. Now turn it 45 degrees. Remember this leg is bending. Exhale down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale up. Relax your arms down as you're exhaling. Then inhale. Turn 90 degrees and exhale. Inhale up. Turn the foot now 45 degrees and then come down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, come back and say, there is nothing to fear. I am enveloped in the strength of God. I am enveloped in the source. The source is in me and it's around me. And let's do it again. Inhale, turn your leg, exhale. Inhale, 45 degrees, and now you bend the other leg. In and exhale. Inhale to the center and relax. Then say, there is nothing to fear. And let's do the other side again. Inhale, turn your leg around and say, there is nothing to fear. Inhale up, turn your foot 45 degrees, then exhale down and come up again. Turn and exhale down and say again, there is nothing to fear. Inhale, turn your foot towards the front and exhale down. Notice how you feel. Then you put your feet together, shoulder width apart again. Observe how you're feeling. Remember your central channel. Put a smile on your face. And let's connect to this source energy above. Let's connect to this inner peace. Let's connect to unconditional love, remembering that is what we are already. So connect to the earth chi, and then imagine that you are touching the channel which is coming through the center of your body, coming up to your head and opening up to heaven. And then just hold your hands like that for a moment. This is called embracing heaven in Qigong. And just hold your body a moment that way. Just breathe normal and allow yourself this connection to heaven. And notice your connection to earth with your legs. Notice the curve into the legs and notice the curve into heaven. And remember the central channel. We're going to trace this center channel now, and we're going to work with the lotus flower. Imagine that you have got a lotus bulb on top of your head right here, which is closed. And imagine that there is the stick of the lotus flower is going through your central channel all the way down to the perineum and coming out with its roots into the earth. And what we're going to do is we're going to trace the stick of that lotus flower. And we're going to notice that every time we are following, we are tracing the bud of the lotus and tracing the stick of the lotus flower, each time the bud, the flower is actually opening up a little bit. So now collect this heavenly chi and bring it down, exhaling through the center of your channel and down to the earth. And now collect the confidence and trust of the earth, inhaling up through the stick, through your central channel up to this lotus flower. Then connect to this heavenly chi and then exhale this down again. And just notice that you are a channel of light. And not only are you a channel of light, you're a reservoir of light. You have got 3 reservoirs, which are like fields, which are your 3 dantians, which are filling with that light and just expressing themselves differently in this experience as a human. So you inhale up, look up, and then close your eyes and exhale down. Visualize the central channel. Exhale down, look down, and now collect the earth chi. Close your eyes, trace the central channel, bring it up, inhaling, and observe that the lotus flower is every time opening a little bigger. It's almost open completely. Inhale up and exhale down. And then do this 3 times more, just in your own pace, following your own breath. The movement is following your breath. Inhale and exhale. Now do you 3 more all by yourself. And you exhale down. And this time we notice that the lotus flower is completely open. So we inhale up. And now breathe normal. Exhale and observe the lotus flower is completely open. Notice that there is like a yellow-white light in the center of the lotus flower. And now notice how this white light ball is floating out of the lotus and growing exactly into the space between your hands. Now inhale and take this white ball, this white source energy, and bring it into your upper dantian, all the way around your head, and then say, there is nothing to fear. And exhale, and then go inhaling again. Bring it down to your middle dantian, to your heart center. Exhale and say, there is nothing to fear. And then inhale again and exhale down to your lower dantian. And then say, there is nothing to fear. Because I am connected to Source. I am in the Source, and the Source is in me. And then lower it down and give to the world all the white light you don't need. And just imagine how it is spreading like roots from your roots to your whole house, to your garden, to the town where you're living in. And as far as you can imagine. And then say again, there is nothing to fear. And just observe this energy, which is how it is flowing through you and in you and around you. Remembering that you are always connected to Source. That the light and love and God is always within you. And that sometimes you just simply forget about it. And you forgive yourself for that forgetfulness. And you forgive the others for their forgetfulness. And you remember that that is why we are all here, is to remind each other that there is nothing to fear. Very good. Now connect again to the earth energy. Lift the earth energy above you, inhaling. Mixing it again with heavenly chi and bringing it down through the central channel. Close your feet. And notice that you are standing inside the pillar of light. That this pillar has grown. Your central channel is grown. You are connected. Inhale and exhale. And last one, in and exhale. And then put your hand onto your belly and say one more time, there is nothing to fear. Then just share this awareness, the whole of your body circulating 12 times in one direction. And just spreading this good chi, this good awareness, these good intentions with the whole of your body. And then you turn it the other way around and do 12 times in the other direction. Starting to close our class, returning back to this awareness as a human, but at this time a little bit more connected to your souls, remembering that there is nothing to fear. And put it back into the center of your body. Notice how you feel between 0 and 10. And then share this with me in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Let me know how this went for you and share this with somebody who might need it. If If you want to do more Qigong classes, you click on this particular link. There is my Qigong channel in English. And here you have got the playlist for the first 50 lessons. Have a wonderful day.